Now let's look at the second option that you have here. Your option number 2 is if you want to use your own website, and of course if your plan allows you to use your own website. Now again, here you have a couple of scenarios. Now let's say you have your dental website. In this case we're talking about a dentist. So let's say you have a website called denverdentist.com. Now in this case you can either use this site exclusively for this campaign, and that means you don't have anything else on that campaign. You only use it for tracking, you only use it because you want to put it on a postcard just like that. If you do this, this would be scenario B, then your link that you would put on your mail piece would be www.denverdentist.com/ and that personalizer tail at the end, first name dot last name, that the printer will convert into the actual first and the last name to personalize this link for every recipient. Now in order for this to work, you're going to have to set up your campaign a little bit differently from the previous one. So let me switch back to the campaign screen. Now we're here in the campaign settings. Again, everything else is the same. We got the white teeth campaign. The only thing that's going to change here in this scenario is we're going to put the domain name right into this slot. It says URL on your site, and this is where you're going to put Denver Dentist. You could put www here too, denverdentist.com, and as you see that the system will automatically add this first name last name for you. Now you're going to have to generate a special code that will be used by the system to properly address this campaign. If I click here now, as you can see, I'm brought to the screen that allows me to copy and paste this text, and I'm going to have to create now the .htaccess file and place it in the root directory, in the root folder on my domain, denverdentist.com. Now there are some instructions provided for you here, so I'm not going to repeat this, and I think we have a separate video where we show you how to do just that, how to go to your domain and place that .htaccess file in the root directory of your domain, and this will automatically handle all the visitors who try to type in their personal URLs that are sent to them in your mailer. So that's scenario number 1. Now in a scenario number 2, you may have a website, but you already have a lot of things going on there, a lot of things happening there on that website, so you don't want to use the site exclusively for this campaign, and you just rather set a separate folder on that site to use for the campaign purposes. In fact, you can do it by creating a folder like in this example A. It's called White Teeth. Underneath the root folder on your domain, then the link you'd put in your mailer would be www.denverdentist.com/white-teeth, which is the name of your campaign, / first name last name placeholder. Again, the printer will take care of this to print different names, first names and last names on the mail pieces as they mail them. Now when you do this, you have to adjust the campaign settings from the one we showed you before. I'm going to take you back to the campaign settings. And in this case, as you can see, we're going to have to add this extra / and then white teeth, name of our folder. Now again, this is not necessarily the name of the campaign here, but it's a folder we've chosen to use on this domain, on your domain, to manage that campaign, manage visitors when they come and type in this link, because this is really the link that is going to be placed on your mail piece. Now again, you're going to have to generate a different code whenever you're adding another folder. If you click here, now you have a little bit different folder here, and this is again text for your .htaccess file. The instructions are here, and we have a separate video. However, in this case, you will have to place this .htaccess file with this content in the folder. You go back, you're going to have to place it in this folder. So in a prior scenario, when you did not use additional folder, you had to put that .htaccess file in the root directory, in the root folder. Now when you added a folder like this, then you're going to have to place your .htaccess file inside that folder to enable this functionality. This is all that you need to do if you want to set up this functionality on your personal domain, whether you're doing it in a root folder or you're doing it in one of the subfolders on that domain.